All right, so this is Cayem Interviews. We are here with Jake Luhrs from August Burns Red, and we are here to talk about heart support. So first off, can you just describe a little bit about heart support, like what it is?
Yeah, sure. Heart Support is an online community for everybody, specifically the youth, to talk about their struggles, whether it be like addictions to alcohol, drugs, pornography, or if that's issues of depression, suicide, sexual abuse, divorced family. I mean, kind of like you name it, we're here for you. And they can kind of tell their story on this community online anonymously if they want. If they don't want to mention their name or anything like that, that's totally cool. They can write guest blogs. So if they have a specific story that they've gone through and they've overcome, they can write into us, and we'll publicly post it on the site for other kids to read and comment. And it's really just a place for people to be encouraged and uplifted. Being a musician, going to the merch table, talking to kids all the time, I see a lot of them say, I've gone through this and your music's helped, and I felt the need to take it a step further and really give back to the community that has given to me time and time again.
Yeah, that's awesome. So would you say that this is sort of geared more towards a music scene, or was that kind of how it got started, or would you say that it was kind of just started in general for all people, or was music sort of something that got you to think of this idea?
Well, in all honesty, the way it started, Heart Support, was 3 years ago. I was touring with the Day to Remember, which is a pretty good sized band. They're awesome guys, friends of ours. And I'm a spiritual dude, so I'm just sitting there talking to God and praying and just thinking, what else can I do to give back to the community and these fans, and what can I do else for God as well. And I feel like he kind of just downloaded these ideas in my head. So I wrote them all down, and the next day, one of my good friends from South Carolina lives in Chicago, which is where I was, and he's a graphic designer. So I gave him the list of all the things that I wanted, and then I gave him $1,500, and I said, I need you to make this for me in 2 months, and he did, and that's how it kind of started out. Yeah.
Awesome. So what's one of the main testimonies that you've heard from this so far that just like really sticks out to you? Like, what are some things that it does that really just helps people and uplifts them?
Yeah, I think, community, especially in a time now where everybody's on their cell phones and they're hiding behind their Facebooks or their Twitters, and there's not much real depth to the relationships that a lot of people have now. And a lot of these kids, man, they from what I've known, and for myself included, it's just nice to tell somebody what you're really going through and not feel judged, but to be encouraged and uplifted and loved on. And I felt like that was kind of something that's lacking in this generation, or as far as people trying to lead or help this generation build and grow. I think that's something that needs to be done. But again, to answer the question prior to that as well, it is for everyone. It did start out as giving back to my fans and everything else, but it's grown immensely since then. And I've heard stories of kids talking about wanting to commit suicide. We've gotten on the phone with those guys and just kind of talked them through it and led them to counselors around their areas. We'll go find a counselor for them and connect them. If they're a part of a church, we'll connect them to their pastors and say, look, this is a serious situation. Direct them to other places online or other websites, that can encourage them. And the great thing about that, again, is that these kids can talk about this stuff and nobody has to really know that it's them. Like their best friend isn't going to find out that it's them that struggles with pornography or being sexually assaulted when they're a kid. And we can be that outlet, and we can be the people who listen. Sorry, I rambled a little bit.
No, that's great. So if we could just talk a little bit about how Warped Tour fits into this. Like, what have you guys been doing so far at Warped Tour, and what's the response been like?
Yeah. The response on Warped Tour has actually been really, really good. Just us being out here talking to kids and just saying, look, we're here to encourage you. And the funny thing is that, me being a Christian, Christianity right now is kind of looked down upon and it's a shame because it's only the people that can be blamed for it, not Christ himself. But what I want to make a statement here is saying that I'm a Christian, and in saying that, I'm not here to judge you, I'm here to love you. I'm not here to belittle you, I'm here to uplift you. I'm not here to turn my cheek on you, I'm here to serve you. And this is the way that I can do that. And I can do that respectfully of whether you're a Christian or not. That doesn't matter. The point is that I want to be available, and I want Heart Support to be available for anybody. And with that kind of message on Warped Tour, kids really respect it and they appreciate it, because we're not here trying to shove something down your throat. We're actually here trying to take things off your shoulders. And they can connect with that because it's genuine, I mean, I'm a dude too. I make mistakes, I mess up, I'm no better than anyone else at Warped Tour. But this is just a calling and a heart-filled desire that I have to stay committed to this. So Warped Tour is loving it, and because of that, I've been working 11-hour days. So my voice is hoarse. I'm beat, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what other artists are involved with this? I've heard that there's some other artists involved in Heart Support, and so are they at the tent, or are they also giving giving a helping hand?
Yeah. What's cool is like Bo Boken from Bless the Fall. He's been a good friend of mine for a long time, man, many years, and we've toured practically the world together. And he saw what I was doing, and he's like, man, this is really cool. Like, I really want to be involved wherever I can. And so he's done video blogs and interviews. We've had other bands that do interviews for us, Christian or not. They kind of talk about their heart issues and things. So there's been a lot of bands that have done it on that level. Oh Sleeper on Warped Tour, they're gonna help promote. Some of the guys from We Came as Romans, they're gonna be sporting our T-shirts on stage. So and even non-Christian bands have come up to me and said, look, I don't believe in Christ, I don't believe in God, but I believe in what you're doing, and I respect for that. I just had a conversation with Craig from Chiodos, and he said he did an interview for us as well, which is awesome. And he said, I respect what you're doing, and what you're doing is brave. And so that respect amongst the tour package is makes me feel really good and appreciated, and that's a nice thing to have, So bands are supportive, whether they're extremely involved like Bo Boken, or just trying to help where they can and where they see fit. It's really cool to have Warped Tour as a family that I never really experienced like this.
That's awesome. Lastly, if you could just give one message to the kids that will be coming to Warped Tour, or just kids in general that are looking into Heart Support, what message would you have for them?
Honestly, that you have great worth and you have great purpose, and your dreams, I've said this before, your dreams aren't meant to be dreamt at night while you're sleeping. They're meant to be lived out in the day that you have today. So we want to encourage you that I don't care how broken you are or what situation you're going through, life is full of chapters and full of seasons, and this will too pass. But don't lose hope and don't lose faith in yourself. And then on another note, there definitely is a God out there who loves you, because if he can love me, he most certainly can love anyone else on this earth, and he's done amazing things in my life, and so through the love that he's given me, I want to give that to other people. So thanks for paying attention to this interview, and God bless, and we love you guys.